with our families, with our schools, with our system.
One example is having one of these students in my class. Sometimes they don't have, and they're put into a class where it's all English-speaking students, or sometimes big language barrier. And so sometimes they don't have friends that can translate and talk to, so that becomes an issue. But there's other times where I have a multicultural class, and there's students that say that I can help each other translate, so that becomes more easy.
Anybody else, you want to use your microphone or outside voice?
Microphone.
My son has ADD, and so talking to the teacher about his special needs did not always meet a welcome audience. The teacher was not always interested in how to work with him as much as how to just eliminate the problem and suck it up and do a harder job, or sit quietly, those things that were good for the teacher, not for the student.
Can you repeat the question again? Sure. Tell us a story about when communication went well or was challenging.
During conferences, I had a student that spoke Kren, and the mother came and she sat there like this. She thought we were going to critique her, tell her what she was doing wrong about her son. And then when we had a translator, and once the translator told her that we just wanted to know how we could help and here's what was going on at school, once we kind of, she found out that we wanted to just find out more about the family and what's going on. Her whole body language changed, and she was talking about what happens at home and the struggles she has, and she was talking to us about what she needed from us and what we needed from her. And it was really helpful to just be able to speak to her.
Another thing that's worked well for us is working with the students and teachers at Crawford to get the students to come and translate for parent conferences, and I'm hoping that we can continue to do that because it's been kind of hit or miss, but that has really helped us with breaking that language barrier.
So it's not the child maybe making up a story that you
Yes,
heard.
exactly. Exactly.
For us, as a former administrator on our site, we always had a lot of staff volunteer different languages that were on campus. So for example, we had a Vietnamese teacher that was also able to do the translation so that we weren't putting kids on the spot. And that was very important for us when we were having parent conversations and conferences.
And I would agree with the Bantu families that were here earlier. Language is the biggest challenge and the barrier. There's been many times where when I am able to contact the families and find a translator and someone finally shows up at school to translate, the story that the parent has is completely different from what is happening in the classroom. Like, not at all. And there was no way for me to let them know. In between hand, I have the kid call, but they're speaking another language. I don't know what he or she is saying on the phone. And I have to kind of trust that the kid is saying the right thing and not lying. But kids don't want to get in trouble. So we had a way to.
Well, as English-speaking family with English-speaking teachers, we still had problems with a teenager not wanting to tell us what was really being assigned, what the work was supposed to be, and how well they were doing. So a language barrier exacerbates the problem, exaggerates it, but children will be children and they will not tell parents what they're supposed to be doing. So.